Finally, eyes and face. Eyes and face. Um, the eyes and face have so much movement and communicates so much to us. Um, I always think of so I have these giant eyebrows, and I tell all these stories about how I got these giant eyebrows. Um, and I never liked my giant eyebrows until I was in high school, and there was a guy who stopped by the theater. He didn't end up working with us on the show, but he was like a lighting guy, I think. And he was just there one afternoon, and I will never forget. He said to me, "You have amazing eyebrows." He's like, "I hope you know that." And I was like, "I do not know that, sir. Thank you." Right. And what he meant was that they could really communicate. Right. I have friends, can you move your eyebrows in certain ways? My partner can do it really fast, like, hey, hey, hey. And I can't do that. I just look like, "Oh." My sister taught herself how to do one eyebrow. Um, we have a family friends, and both parents and all of the kids can raise one eyebrow, and the kids have been doing it since they were little. They just do it naturally. I don't have that dexterity in my face, but thinking about the different way a face moves to communicate, and then of course eyes. Specifically eye contact. So my um, speech coach from college, who was also my advanced public speaking teacher. I affectionately call him my other mother, Richard. You've probably heard me talk about him. Um, Richard would do this exercise, and I do it because I love it. Um, and it's going to be a little hard to do over video, but I think I can do it, right? So he would look at all of us and he would say, "This is how good eye contact should feel. Hi, how are you? You're my favorite. You're the only person I care about. I'm going to look over here now just for a second, but don't forget you're my favorite. Hi, I don't care about them. You're my favorite. I only care about you. Now I have to look away just for a second. It's okay because you're my favorite. Hi, they mean nothing to me. You are my favorite." So see how like I'm really exaggerating and taking my time, but really good eye contact. Each audience member should feel like you're just looking at them. When you watch the Dane Cook video, notice how even though he's in a stadium of 10,000 people and he's in the round and he's moving, I mean, he is focusing in a way. We saw him live many years ago. He makes you feel like he's only looking at you. I really felt like we were in his living room and he was just talking a lot, even though we were in a stadium of 10,000 people. I mean, that is the power eye contact can have. If you've seen my TED talk, you'll notice I'm doing the same thing. I couldn't see anything on stage. I couldn't see anybody individually. I knew there were people up in the balcony and I knew that the downstairs was full. And so I moved my head in a way. So that's a trick when you're in a big room and you can't see with the lights and stuff. You can move your head in a way that is focusing energy on certain focal points. Um, and for those of you giving speeches, you will need to be, very creative about your audience since we are, online. Do you have stuffed animals? Do you have posters, right? Something to help you move that energy from one person, quote unquote, to another. I just saw a post today about a 74-year-old professor who was not confident with his Zoom abilities. So he pre recorded his lectures and he put a Pinocchio doll in the audience because he didn't want to speak to an empty room. And I love that. So thinking about, how you're practicing, I mean, you can practice eye contact even when there aren't people there to key in with, though if you've got family members or lazy pets, get them on board, man. Um, yeah, so hopefully you can see how all of these sort of are different aspects of ways our body movements communicate nonverbally.